that I am to tell you, you'll take care of it, but not to take ownership of it.
Okay.
Okay, and I almost feel like they want me to share this with you because either someone's going to make you feel like you should have been here to take care of this, or it's something you should have done, and it's like, no, you just need to handle it, but don't take ownership of it.
Okay.
And you just said you liked your job.
Oh, yes.
Well, how come you didn't like this week if you was away, if you took a few days off?
Because I was at the hospital with grandma.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
I'm
had
gonna
to
stay
leave.
with career.
Mhm.
Okay. So, and you had that on you, and that's a responsibility that can be overwhelming, being with a loved one. But when you go back and feeling how you're feeling, don't take ownership of it. Okay? And if you do that, everything will be okay.
Okay.
Okay? It's almost like once they see you just not say anything and just.
Oh, yeah,
handle
he's a
it.
pesky little shit.
Okay. So we know who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was easy.
Okay. I didn't hear anything of your grandmother. Is she?
No, she's still with us.
Yeah. Okay. Good. But I didn't hear her. It's like.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. She out?
No, I left her to come here.
Oh, grandma.
She's all right.
Okay. She's getting out.
In a little, well, soon. I don't know when, but
Yeah, she's getting out.
why is she
Think
being
about-
so crusty today? Because she's awfully crusty.
Well, we can have days like that. Just smile at her.
Okay.
She's been in the hospital, you know. She's ready to get out. She wants to get home. Monday, remember what I said, okay, on that?
Yep, I'm down.
It's gonna help you. Just kind of will shut up. Still don't talk. You two are together. I've got your names.
I'm Elvin.
Say it again.
Elvin?
Elvin?
Shauna.
Shauna. We together? Better be good at arm around it. Are you married?
Yes.
Say if you're not, you should be. How long?
Good Lord.
Oh, God.
This is our 8th year.
Yeah, 8.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Can I ask you, I don't know which one it is, but I've got a mother-like connection here, and I feel like it's a mother-like connection that was either soon after you got married or before you got married that they transcended. Staying with you. Who is this?
Mama.
Okay. So did she transcend before you got married?
About 2 months after.
2 months after. Okay. So she made the wedding.
Mhm.
Okay. She's sweet. She's been sweet to me.
Oh, she can play sweet.
Were you close?
Yeah.
And she has other siblings, but you have other siblings. You're not the only child.
Mhm.
You have other children. She has other brothers, sisters.
I have a brother.
Okay. Because it's almost like she wants me to not just know you, but she wants me to know children. Is your dad still here? Were they together here?
Nope.
Okay. She wasn't that sweet, was she? Well, she wanted me to say something about your marriage and how long you've been married, and this may not sound like her, but everyone understand, as we're growing in our life here, we can make who we are with our personality, our feelings. We create that here. And when we transition, if you said, how come you said she's not sweet? Because she's been really sweet to me.
She was not sweet.
So give me an example. What was she bitter? Was she?
Yeah, she was a miserable old lady.
Okay.
That's the best way I can describe her.
Well, and what I'm getting ready to share is when you transition to the next part of life, I call it, you get a lot of clarity. You get to see how you lived your life and how you affected others in your life. And that changes some people. And sometimes, you might not recognize her as being sweet and kind, but because of her change and her clarity in her life, she wants to argue with that, about that.
That sounds like her.
I'm just going to tell you what she said. It's because we didn't ever listen to each other.
No, never. We were both hard-headed.
You don't have an old car, do you? Okay, because I just saw an old car with an old license plate, and I saw it before when I was talking to that lady back here, and I knew it wasn't for her, but I'm going to you now. I'm being interrupted here. I got to go to you. There's someone that had an old car that they admired, had an old license plate on it.
Probably my dad's Nova.
You remember it?
Yeah.
You have a picture of it?
My brother actually has it.
Is it Nova?
Yeah.
Is the license plate that was on there still with it?
Actually, it is, yeah.
Okay. He had to cut in here and just let you know he's very proud of that you guys still have it, and especially you even kept the plate. So, and she's so kind, she let him interrupt us. Have you tried to paint it?
Zach, he hasn't painted it yet, but he's sanded it down.
Oh, he's in the process?
Yeah. He's still restoring it.
Is he trying to make it the same color as it was?
I don't really know what he was doing with it.
Okay, your dad's okay if you change the color with it, okay? He's just very proud that he keeps saying, good car, good car.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy, it was nice, cool. But he wants to keep the plate with it. It's like that's a part of it.
I'll let him know.
And some with the gear shift, you gotta do something with the shifter, something with that as well. Sorry, go ahead. By the way, that's all you want to talk about was that car.
That doesn't surprise me.
So, I'm gonna stay with the marriage because she wants me to stay with this, and this is gonna be a message that may floor you, but she's gonna say it. So, her marriage didn't last. I want to tell you this, she's very proud of you and being married for 8 years. I feel like it's something she really struggled trying to make happen in her life, and she just struggled with marriage. And she's just very proud of you for being a mom. You're a mom. Being a mom and being married.
Yeah.
It's almost like what you learned from her not to be is how you chose to be. And she's good. Yeah, boys?
Yeah.
Boys?
Yeah. We have 6 total. 3 girls, 3 boys.
Okay.
Poor you.
Well, she loves them all, but she's telling me not the youngest, but the second youngest is the one that she likes to watch. I don't know how he is, but it's kind of like, she just like keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Okay? She loves them all, though. And again, she wanted me to express to you about being, and she made your wedding. Was she ill? Was there an illness? What happened to her?
Heart attack. Just quick.
Okay, again, I'm not a doctor. You listen to the experts. I share with everyone. When it comes to medical, you listen to the medical field. Law enforcement, you listen to the law enforcement. They're the experts. When I work with cold cases, missing persons, the first thing I share is listen to the law enforcement. I'm sharing with you list to the medical. She's telling me that, and I'm just going to say this, she didn't feel right before. She didn't feel right before you got married, and she didn't feel completely right.
That doesn't surprise me.
But she was going to do whatever it took to be at that wedding, and she didn't really feel well that morning. But she said I didn't want to mess things up. Now, you say, well, that don't sound like her, because she would try to mess things up. No, she really was trying not to mess things up.
She's not, I don't think she's that mean, but.
What month did you get married in?
June.
Hot. Yeah, that struggled with a little bit of that, like, it's hot in there. Okay. Get the car finished, send me a picture of it. I want to see it. It wasn't blue, was it?
That's kind of purple blue.
Yeah, kind of was.
Okay. Check the shift and the, whatever that is too. Well, you were not with your dad when he transited?
Actually, I left about 4 hours before that. He was in hospice. And I just helped him.
It's okay. I'm going to tell you. He's kind of a private guy. He doesn't like a lot of people when we're talking, so that's why he's not saying a lot. Because it's like there's people here I don't know. So. When we are transiting, we are kind of being guided and told when we're transiting, but we still have choices. We can choose if we want to remain in the physical body during transition, whether if we have an immediate, like if something like an immediate accident or something like that, we're taken right out of the body. But we have choices, and I really feel like he's wanting me to share with you that it was his choice to kind of be alone so that you wouldn't recall all this. There wasn't nobody with him. That's how he wanted it. He didn't want you to see how it was, and he would rather for you to see before that. You wear a hat?
No.
What's with the hat?
Wore a hat. It's been a long time since I've really wore a hat. I mean, wore one in Arizona. We went on vacation. That's about the last time I wore a hat. Just never have been a real big hat guy.
What about your brother? Okay, I'm gonna stay with you. I know where he's going with this, and I don't want to embarrass you, but I know where he's going. He's kind of a kidder.
Yeah.
Likes to kid around. He says the boy needs to wear a hat because he's getting.
That don't surprise me.
He's with his mom too?
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you that. Okay. And your mom's sweet and kind. I'm being shown a birthday card. Who's got a birthday in the next month or so?
One of the boys and me.
Like in the next July or August?
August.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's recognizing with the birthday card, so let you know that. And you need to turn the TV down a little bit sometimes. Like, can't you hear that?
Ain't that the truth?
Tony?
Mm-hmm.
I always pat myself on the back when I get a name, because I'm terrible with names, absolutely terrible with names.
Well, the other voice. It's spreading good. That's pretty good.
Somebody else named Tony.
They're all starting to sound like me. That's all right, don't worry about that. We gotta have fun. I need to go with you for a moment. I need to ask you if there's a brother connection to you as well. Do you have a brother?
I have a brother,
Okay, just a brother?
one brother.
Okay.
Well, I have a stepbrother.
No, we're saying one brother, so.
Brother.
Okay. Are you close?
Yes.
Okay. Is your dad or your grandfather transcending?
Grandfather, both grandfathers.
And your dad's still here?
Dad's still here.
I need to stay on his side, so I'm staying with his grandfather. Did you know him?
Barely.
Okay.
He died when I was very young.
That makes total sense to me, because I need to express to you that this grandfather is wanting you to know that even though you didn't know him, he's been around you, and and you and your brother both. So is your brother? Is there what's an age difference in between you and your brother?
He's about a year older.
That makes total sense. Okay, this grandfather is wanting you to know that he's been raising you boys since he's transcended. He's been around you. And you may not know him, but he's been around you. It's going like this. You fish?
A little, but not my major.
What about your dad?
My grandfather on the mom's side fished.
Someone's wanting to go like this.
That's my grandfather.
It's like, that's your other grandfather?
Very much
'Cause-
died fishing.
Yeah.
Had a heart attack, fell in the water.
Oh, that's how he transcended?
Tony found him.
And me and my brother found him.
You and your brother found him?
Yes.
I don't think I got it wrong. You may have both grandfathers here, because I feel like it's your dad's grandfather's here as well. But someone wanted me to go like this, so this must be your other grandfather.
That's my mom's.
You know that I know it sounds weird, but it's like if he was going to go, that's the way he wanted to go, right there. And it's kind of like you all know that people ask me what it's like in the next part of life. We can't comprehend it, but him still doing this is saying, just think that he's still fishing, okay?
That makes sense.
And the other grandfather, that your dad's grandfather, is the one that's wanting you all to know he's been around you throughout your life as you're growing up. Have you seen your dad lately?
No, the last time he came down, I missed him.
Will you ask, I don't know how you're going to ask this. Will you ask your dad if he remembers a story about a possum or a coon with his dad? There's some kind of story behind that.
If you knew my dad, there's probably more than one.
Okay. And what they do sometimes when they bring up things like this is let you know the enjoyable moments or the good memories they took with them. Sometimes I think they do that because, like, well, there's no way this psychic reader would know this or Google this or anything like this. It's like, but I think most of the time they're doing that to let you know that they took the good memories, and he's laughing about it, so it's a good story. Okay, it's almost like something that you guys can kind of. You two are together, Chef? Don't you have like emus and all these funny animals?
You now, come on.
Don't you have a peacock?
Yeah, lots of them.
See, I know you. That's not the psychic. I know. I just now recognize who I was talking to. So, yeah. Your grandfather on your dad's side also wanted me to tell you that he feels that sometimes when you're talking to your dad, he needs it. And it's like he needs what you're saying, so it's kind of like it's okay what you're saying. He needs it. And you're mowing the grass the wrong way. His grandfather's telling me it's like they're mowing that wrong, they're mowing that grass wrong, they're mowing that grass wrong. It's like you're going against the grain or something, but do it the way you want. That's his thoughts. That's his thoughts. So this means he knows you too, so just to let you know that.
Which one said that?
His dad's dad.
Oh, I didn't even know him.
He knows
He knows
you.
me, okay.
I need to see your ring. Hold your hand up. Is there anything significant to any of those, or
All of them.
anything special to any of them?
That's why I wear them. There's, every one of them is special.
With someone else?
The kids got me rings. Most of the kids got me rings.
No, I need to stay with you, Michelle, right?
Yeah.
I need to stay with, thank you. Do you have a ring that's connected to another family member? Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Not that I know of.
Is your mom still here?
Yeah.
Ask her if she's got her mom's ring. Has she talked to you about, I mean, I don't know, do you have other sisters or anything?
Yes.
Okay. She's got your mom's ring?
My mom has my grandmother's ring.
Okay. Has she talked to you about that?
Not that I can remember. I mean, I just know she has.
Okay, I don't want to start a family war here. Okay. But someone's telling me, and maybe the grandmother we're talking about, you're supposed to get the ring.
Okay. Okay.
And here's why. That's your daughter over there I'm looking at. What's your name again?
Michaela.
Michaela. We close your ears for a minute? No. She kind of wants to be passed. Is this your only daughter?
No.
Okay, she wants this ring to be passed. And it's almost like, and I'm not going to be disrespectful to your other sisters, but it's like she kind of feels like you would do that. Not so much about the other sisters, but she wants you to have that ring so you can pass it down.
Okay.
And then you're supposed to cherish it and pass it down. Is this a wedding ring or is this a,
Yeah, my mom has my grandmother's wedding band,
okay,
and she works so much, it's like almost gone.
okay.
There's almost nothing to it.
Well, she needs to stop wearing it. If
She don't wear it.
Okay,
She's got it put up.
okay, because she wants it to be cherished and she wants it to be passed.
Okay.
So is her husband, your grandfather, transiting as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know it sounds weird because they wouldn't have known each other.
Nope.
But your grandfather and on your dad's side that we've been talking to, really has been having, they become friends kind of. Your grandfather with the grandmother we're talking about, she's telling me that to let you know that your grandfather and his grandfather are like, they're always talking together there. And how long y'all been married?
25 years.
Okay, see, that makes sense. So they know you and they know, yeah, because he knew you didn't mow the grass right.
I'll argue with that.
You can. You can. dad's really gonna, you don't have to say you went and seen the psychic medium telling you that, you know, you don't have to say that. But I feel like your dad's gonna be really enjoyable that you're asking about that story. And just say, Dad, was there anything funny with your dad with a possum or a coon? And I feel like, and he's making me feel like that your dad's really gonna enjoy sharing that with you. It's gonna make him feel good. And okay, he said this too, and I'll just say what he said, because I heard it very clearly. He said, just tell him if they took me, they'll take anybody.
Now, which one was that?
That was your dad's dad.
Oh,
He said, if they'll take me, they'll take anybody. Tell him if they take me, they'll take anybody.
well, thank God, because my grandfather works at the same place I do.
Thank you, sir. You don't have a fancy riding mower, do you?
No, it's not.
It's a
fancy
zero
at all.
turn?
Yeah,
That's fancy to him.
it's a,
It would be
Junk.
him, yeah.
Because he was saying, got one of them fancy ones. So, she got one of them fancy ones. So, we don't push and let the rollers go anymore. We don't do that. Thank you. I don't know if this is for you or not, but someone just walked up to me and stood right next to me. And I don't know if it's for you or for something for me for later. But this person standing next to me keeps talking about like they was underwater, like they drowned. Is there anyone here that has a connection with someone that drowned? If not, I need to talk to them for a minute. Had to do with water. Nobody? Okay, just a second.
My grandfather fell in the water.
you fell in the water when you drowned.
The pond, the fishing guy?
Uh-huh.
No, that's not him. This is actually a lady. It may be someone connected I'm gonna meet later out here or something, but I told her I'd talk with her later. This wasn't accidental either, just to share that with you. This was kind of intentional, so. I get that sometimes. I get other people come up and say, hey, by the way. We'll talk later. How many of you? She literally came up and stood right next to me and something about drown water. And I just let y'all know now, and if you Facebook, I don't like to talk anything about my sessions or anything on Facebook, but I will let y'all know in some way if I get it with someone tomorrow. Because just to let you know up front, I feel like this person's wanting me to share with their family member or someone with them that it wasn't intentional, or it was intentional and they are looking at it as an accident, but it was more like suicide. So I don't know who this is. Okay, thank you. Told you he'd be here. He's standing right behind you. She was with me earlier today, and it's her husband. And he's standing behind you, and when I acknowledged him, he went. So, right here. long has it been since he transited?
4 years.
Okay. Well, he's just saying hi to me, and he wants me to know that how well you're doing, and you're taking care of the house well. Okay. I'm not going to get into that, but he said, checkbook's fine. And he wants me to express to you, to tell you this, first of all, he's standing behind you, so I know how his body was before he transited. And he's got the strength to stand behind you, and he wants you to know that. And he said this, he said, I'm always like this, I'm always like this. So it's like he's always right there with you. You should feel him a lot, because he's got that energy where you should feel him around, do you? You should.
No, I'm not very intuitive.
Well, you don't have to be, just where you are. We all are. Just when you feel his presence or you think of him, don't second guess that. Okay? Because he's telling me that you know he's with you. And you haven't dated since.
No.
He's kind of like, she hasn't been with anybody.
No.
You have a good marriage.
We did.
You do. You're still married.
I still feel married.
And what he's expressing, like you haven't been with, you have every choice to be, but you still had that bond with him,
Right.
and that energy with him in marriage and love, and he feels that too. So he knows why. He says he still has a cup with you in the morning.
Awesome.
What's that mean?
We have a cup of coffee together.
Okay. He's still having a cup with you in the morning. He wants me just to express to you that he's just very proud of you and just how you've been taking care of things, and you're still, you're just doing fine, and he's just very proud of you for that. He said happy anniversary, so when's that?
It was June 21st.
Okay, he said happy anniversary, so, yeah. He still counts them.
I do too.
Okay. He's a really good guy.
He is.
He's sweet and kind. And let me just say this. How long were you married?
We almost made it 45 years.
Okay, let me just say this then. There's some that comes to me in spirit and will share with me that they want you to know that they want you to not be alone. They want you to go on in life. They want you to, if you meet someone else, I always share with everyone that our heart is a very special symbol, because we can have love. We have all these different compartments. If you visualize our heart being with all these different compartments, you can put love in each compartment. You have a love for your children different than the love for your husband. And so if you meet someone, you fall in love again, and your husband's transcended, you meet someone else, it's okay, because you still got his compartment here. And a lot of times they'll share with you that, but there's times that they will also share with me, not as often, but this is one of those times where if you choose not to be with anyone else, it's because it's only you two. And that's how he feels. And he doesn't want you to be alone, which I feel like you got good friends and everything.
I have friends and family.
He doesn't want you to be lonely or alone. But he also said this, he said, I'm pretty good. He said like, I'm pretty good. Like, that's all you needed.
Well, he always said, why would you want anybody else when you had the best?
There you go. He said, I said that, so.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's very close to you, so. What I would say is just, after today, allow yourself to just be open, and when you're feeling his presence at home, or you're feeling like, you say he still lays on his side.
Really?
Yeah. So at night, he's laying with you on his side. You don't get on his side.
No?
You better not be getting on his side. Okay. He says, I still lay with her on my side. So you got a really good love connection there. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good. And he just said, good to see you again. So he's expressing me, he's glad to see you. It's good to see me again. People ask me, they say, Rick, you ever thought about when you transcend what's going to be like? I said, yeah, thousands of people are going to be coming up to me and say, do you remember me? It's like, no. Will you talk to me back in the line? Okay. Are you close to your mom? Is your mom here? She's transcended?
Well, the one who was my mom that treated me as a mom, very close, yes.
And she's transcended? And how long has it been?
She passed away in 97.
Okay.
She's right there?
Yeah. What? And you look at her as a mom? So is this not your biological mom?
No.
Okay.
She's my biological grandmother. My mother's mom.
But you look at her as mom?
Yes.
Because she didn't express to me like a grandmother, it's more like I need to go to your mom.
Right.
So you looked at her as a mom. Did she raise you, take care of you?
Yes.
Even in school, when you was in school? And gave you the milk money?
Yes.
Okay. Made sure you had your milk money?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 cents.
Oh.
Like that. 3 cents.
Wow.
Yeah, it's well.
She's really made me feel, and your name?
Pam.
Pam? Is it Pamela?
Yes.
She's saying Pamela.
That's what she was called.
Okay. It's like Pamela. It was really a joy for her to take care of you. Were you the only child, or were you the?
For a long time.
Okay. It was a joy in her life to take care of you. So if you ever felt like you was like a burden to her, don't let it go, because she said it was always a joy. It was always a joy. And she's also wanted me to tell you, she said, you try to think about it too much. You try to overthink, you try to think about it too much. Okay? Were you with her when she transcended? Okay, I'm to do to you what you did for her, okay? Yeah, she's having it like this, so she said she wants you to know she's holding your hand still and still. And she felt that, so I don't know if she was kind of incoherent, but she felt that as well. Okay? She is really, really like, I don't know anything about your mom, we don't have to talk about that, but she's really like just very, almost proud to share that it was just a joy to Ray to be, you're nothing like your mom.
No. Nothing. That's true.
Is she still here?
Yeah.
Okay. You're nothing. Okay. What do you do?
I was a financial advisor.
Did you go to school? Did you go to college?
No, I worked my way up on my own.
It didn't really matter to her about, she just wanted you to be the best you could be. And it didn't matter to her about, don't feel bad if you didn't go to college, because for her it's like, as long as you were happy and did the best you can be. She was a really good baker too.
Yeah.
She made some good, she made the house smell good.
All the time.
Yeah. Sorry to miss that. She's standing right here, so she wants you to know that's how she is with you in your life. And she said, I'm still taking care of you because you took care of me. Okay? So she wants you to know that. What happened here?
I had leukemia, and my chemo caused me to have bacterial infection, and I went to my knee joint, my artificial joint.
How's it going?
It's getting there. As soon as it heals completely, I could get another knee. But I'm in remission right now, so.
Good. We're just gonna put it out there. She's gonna be in remission, it's gonna go away. And I'm not a healer or anything like that, but might be, I don't know. But we're just gonna say that's gonna go away. But it makes even more sense why she's standing right here. If you're going through this right now, she's right there with you. Just like with us, share with someone else, talk with her. Because she is a very caring,